From synthetic blood to venom of some of the most dangerous animals, here are the most expensive liquids. But first, thanks Johnny ES for leaving us this comment. We're glad to hear that we have subscribers from all around the world. Yes, we do believe that photo is from Serbia. Let us know if we forgot about any expensive liquids in the comments section and maybe we'll feature you in an upcoming video. Number 12. Printer ink. Newspapers might be out of style just due to simply how much ink they use. Back in the day, people used squid ink dipped on the tip of a feather to write. It's changed quite a whole lot now. We're sure you remember the last time you went to go buy some printer ink and it was just ridiculously expensive. And that's why it makes our list today. Printing money on paper does actually cost a decent amount of money, probably more than you'd think. It contains elements such as iron, and much research has to be done to create the best ink, which is also why prices are high. Some ink, which is used for security purposes to prevent counterfeit, could cost an arm and a leg. You're not the only one who has to deal with the high prices. The government goes through approximately 9.7 tons of ink a day making paper money. That's about the same as 3 cars. Still though, one $100 bill only costs about 12.3 cents to make, so there's still some profit. Number 11. Solaris. Solaris is a prescription that treats a rare, otherwise fatal disease, and there's no other drug out there that can cure it. Named AHUS, this illness severely affects kidneys and other vital organs. Per gram, this stuff is worth $13,000. 1 year's treatment can leave a patient extremely broke, paying possibly $600,000 in 1 year. It was declared by Forbes to be the most expensive. It connects to proteins in our blood that attack people who have genetic conditions that affect the immunity and protection of red blood cells. Why is it so expensive though? Well, it's extremely effective, and if you suffer from the disease, you'll die without it. Number 10. Armand de Brignac. This champagne appears to be fetching the highest price online at about $16,000 a 6-liter bottle. Certainly an expensive liquid that's actually drinkable. Only made with the finest grapes from the Champagne region of France, it's noted for its texture and creamy taste. Many subtle floral notes are appreciated by champagne experts, and Brut Gold is the best quality champagne money can buy. Armand de Brignac operates in the village of Chigny-les-Roses, and they've been in business since 1764. They used cellars made in the medieval times to age the champagne, and this bottle here will certainly fetch you a high price at the nightclub. You would think twice about making a champagne shower with this bottle. Number 9. Botulinum toxin. You probably haven't heard of the scientific name before, but I'm sure you've heard of Botox. That's right, the stuff people inject into their face to look younger is in fact very expensive. Like a lot of things on this list, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. If somehow a terrorist got a hold of this substance, just 1 gram of airborne Botox could kill an estimated 1 million people. While a very small amount is used for treating muscle stiffness, this neurotoxin has devastating capabilities. Links between muscles and nerves are completely cut off, leading to respiratory failure. But nonetheless, people still inject this stuff into their face. Number 8. Mercury. Mercury is all around us. It's in our fluorescent light bulbs, our thermometers, and even swimming around in our oceans. It's also one of the most common elements that can turn cities into toxic wastelands. But it's also one of the most expensive. Discovery of mercury was important for gold mining communities in the 18 and 1900s, and it's a metal that comes naturally in liquid form. It gets the name quicksilver as a reference to its mobility. The mercury is used to extract gold from gold ore, and it results in a much purer gold. Many important mining locations have closed down when people finally realized how toxic it was. Mercury got into people's water supplies and caused a shutdown of entire cities. Number 7. Synthetic blood. In case you didn't think that one day artificial creatures would take over the world, let us introduce you to DARPA's synthetic blood. Imagine that someday people will no longer need blood from donors anymore, and that we can simply make it in a laboratory or in a factory. Battlefield medicine is certainly advancing, and with research from DARPA, we could be living in a world where people are made up of synthetic blood. Nanotechnology is becoming a big thing right now, and there seems to be a way to cultivate red blood cells. Many details about this operation are being kept secret, but we know they're looking into it. Number 6. Most expensive soup. The most expensive soup is known as Buddha jumps over the wall. This almost sounds like some type of code expression. It's also possibly the most exotic soup that contains some wild ingredients. Served in London, this soup will cost you upwards of $200 a bowl. What makes it so expensive? Well, it contains a controversial shark fin, which is a delicacy in China. Chinese people missing this home remedy are willing to fork over big money to get a taste. It's fairly hard to find in Western countries and probably shouldn't be served in the first place. It also contains dried scallops, chicken, fish bladder, Japanese flower mushroom, sea cucumber, quail eggs, abalone tuna, Guan ham, pork, and ginseng. Due to some of the unique ingredients, you must order it 5 days in advance. Despite some strange ingredients, it's actually extremely healthy and was known for converting vegan monks into meat eaters. Number 5. Insulin. If you need to stay alive, it might get a little expensive, especially in the US. Insulin is created by the pancreas, which helps regulate the amount of insulin found in the blood. Those with diabetes have problems with their insulin, which means they need to carefully check their levels each day. They may also have to administer artificial insulin, which is costly to produce. Many find it unfair to set such high prices on this liquid, but it's not an easy thing to create. It can cost roughly $400 a month for those who need it. If you were able to buy it in a gallon container, it would cost $9,400, but it certainly has the potential to go up. With the increase of obesity, pharmaceutical companies may decide that they want to increase the price for this in order to gain profit. Many feel that this would be unethical. Many recall paying only $120 a month for it when they first needed it, but then prices went up to about $500 a month. Number 4. Coco Chanel. You gotta pay the price. If you want to smell nice, you better believe some of the most expensive stuff in the world is gonna smell pretty good. This was produced in 1919, but it didn't really catch on until 1924. A well-known chemist, Ernest Beau, helped design this and was the first perfume launched by the fashion legend Coco Chanel. Some felt as though the perfume smelled rather provocative, but it became the official fragrance of the flapper generation. This was also during a time when showing off a little more ankle than usual was deemed as obscene. But whatever the case, this perfume helped make Chanel what it is today. Chanel perfume to this day is some of the most expensive stuff money can buy. Getting your hands on this rare and unique bottle would certainly cost you something. Some estimate that the bottle for a gallon of this modern-day Chanel 5 would cost $26,000. Number 3. Horseshoe crabs. These bizarre-looking invertebrates are normally found around shallow ocean waters of the western Pacific and eastern parts of North America, waiting to creep people out. Some claim that certain subspecies that live near Thailand contain tetrodotoxin, which is a potentially lethal neurotoxin found in pufferfish. It turns out these poor creatures are harvested for their blood in some factories, but they can be extremely helpful for human survival. Although they might resemble crustaceans, they're actually more closely related to spiders. Roughly 500,000 of these are harvested each year for their blood. They've been seen on this Earth for the past 450 million years, but their habitat is being disrupted by humans and fishermen, so who knows how long they'll be around for. Could humans bring an extinction to a creature that's been around for 450 million years? Apparently, one of the reasons people want them so bad is that they have a type of blood that has unbelievable antibacterial effects. Number 2. Snake venom. What's kind of frightening about snake venom is that it's so toxic and is naturally produced inside a living organism. Snakes like cobras and black mambas have some of the most potent venom in the world. Unlike much of this stuff we've already mentioned, it only takes about a few hours for it to take full effect. The snake venom is a mix of several hundred proteins and neurotoxins that attack the cardiovascular and nervous system. Different snakes have different venoms, which might cause different side effects, but statistics have shown that 1 out of 4 snake bites can have life-changing effects. Snake venom is made up of a combination of various enzymes, proteins, toxins, and peptides. A lot of these concoctions vary from snake to snake, and a very minuscule amount of this stuff could have interesting side effects. People who've had strokes or other brain injuries might be interested in trying this treatment due to the chemical effects on the nervous system. The price for a gallon of king cobra venom? $150,000 per gallon. And number 1. But first, can you guess what the most expensive liquid is? Did you say scorpion venom? Although scorpions are common, extracting their venom is quite difficult, and thousands are needed to be killed or milked to make enough venom for it to be useful. 1 gallon of scorpion venom is worth an astounding $39 million. This makes it the most expensive liquid in the world. Why on earth would someone pay so much for such a dangerous substance? Due to advancements in medical technology, scorpion venom has become useful for several different treatments. This includes things such as arthritis, in small amounts of course. Researchers are also trying to develop an anti-venom, so the real stuff is needed. Many doctors believe the price is way too high and would feel guilty having to prescribe patients this natural remedy. Just go find your own scorpions, jeez.
So what do you guys think of that video? Let us know in the comment section and be sure to subscribe for new videos every day.